So, a couple weeks ago, I met with my spiritual director and we had a conversation about the season that we're in of Advent and how hope is born in the dark. You think about Mary's womb, the dark womb, and the way that hope comes alive in that place. But there are also other things that can be born in or of the dark. So I started to think about what is it that births hope? What is it that makes hope come alive? And I thought about seasons in my own life, times where I've experienced darkness or despair, or maybe even bouts of depression, where I just feel hopeless. And the thing is that all it takes is a glimmer, a seed, one little active point to start the growth of hope, because hope grows over time. And so as I was reflecting on this, which to be honest, I've been reflecting on it for several weeks now, I did a deep dive into scripture earlier today. I wanted to know, where was the first time that the word hope was used in the Bible? And to my surprise, it wasn't used in Genesis or Exodus, somewhere right at the beginning. It was used in Ruth for the first time. And Naomi says to her daughter-in-laws, who am I to have hope, basically? And the word there is a word that means, in the Hebrew, means cord. To collect, to gather, bind, cord. And I wondered, why is it that that is a word that's also used for cord? So I kept researching and I went on a deep dive into the book of Joshua and the story of Rahab and the spies. So in the book of Joshua, he's just gotten leadership from Moses after Moses' death to take the Israelites into the promised land. But before that, they went to scout out the city. And they go in, and some of the spies go in, and they're protected and housed by Rahab, the prostitute. She hides them, and then they make a promise to her. They say, if you take a scarlet cord, which is the same Hebrew word for hope as we learned in Ruth, if you take that cord and you place it on your window, when we come in to siege the city, we will not hurt you or your family. And that is the same word that Naomi uses, hope and cord. Hope is a rope. And it's really interesting because Rahab had to take a promise of these Israelites, these spies, and hold on to it, that they would be safe and secure and protected by their promise. And it's the same with us and God. Hope is born in a dark place. But in that dark place, the Lord speaks his promise. That's exactly what he did with Mary and Jesus. He came in and an angel spoke that there would be life, that the Spirit would bring about life in the form of Jesus. But what did she have to do? She went into a season of waiting, a season of darkness and waiting, a season of unknown mystery and waiting. But this is the place where hope is born. Hope is born in the dark. How have you experienced that in your own life? I've experienced it many, many, many times in my life. And in fact, when hope is born out of a dark place, I would even beg and argue to say that it is the strongest kind of hope there is. In this season, as we are in a season of Advent, a season of waiting, where is hope in the dark in your life? Where are you finding hope? I hope you're finding it. And it's probably in the waiting, but there is hope.
Oh, come, Emmanuel, and ransom captive Israel that mourns in lonely exile here, until the Son of God appear. Rejoice, rejoice, Emmanuel shall come Oh, he